everybody, and welcome to a brand new spanking episode of the Spit Talk Podcast. My name is Jan.
My name is Aaron.
Kyle.
What the fuck was that?
Kyle.
That was so... I was like, I'm Kyle.
Kyle.
Hey. Hello.
When was the last episode?
We don't have
last
to say...
week.
Last week, bro. That's all I was going to say. We
Yeah,
don't have to
'cause I
say...
wasn't there.
We don't have to say... it's been a while again. So fucking
I
times.
felt like you were gonna say it anyways.
No, we did it last time, but then you weren't fucking here, you know, like as always.
Well, last week was pretty good. A lot of good things came out last week. You gotta admit that. I think like a lot of people on social media was like talking about it, like how that was like a not talk about it, but like it was just known that like a lot of things were coming out that time. I think same goes for this week. A lot of good news came out this week. A lot of
good stuff came out.
Yeah,
because mostly it's because of the SAG-AFTRA stuff. Finally being over. Like the strike is over. We're finally getting back to a point where we could just, it's back in business.
More movie news.
More movie news again. More casting news. I'm hoping for some Last of Us Season 2 stuff coming up soon because that's been hinted at for a while. But we'll get to that. What?
I was talking to my friend and like we were like talking about the strike.
Dude, talk to the mic.
Sorry.
Like make out with it.
Okay, right there. Sorry.
There we go.
It wasn't on corridor or whatever. Anyways, look at he mentioned something like, oh, the SAG strike's like part of this big conspiracy up in Hollywood to like promote movies again.
Dude, talk to the mic.
I am.
No,
I can't.
I think it's just
there's something.
Like,
I don't know.
How about
yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it's a little better.
Indeed.
For those folks watching, we have two concurrent
Hold on.
viewers.
I thought
What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching. I might know who you are. I'm just saying, but hey, we're here live. We're talking SAG-AFTRA. We're talking some.
What are your thoughts though? What are your thoughts on the SAG ending? Other than you being excited that it's over, you're out of us three. You're like the bigger one, like bigger moviegoer. So what's your thoughts on it?
Hey, Sean, if you want to come on, just let me know.
Hey, is this loud enough now?
Yes, it's perfect.
Or is it too
dude.
loud? It's perfect.
It's fucking perfect.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you. God, no. So the SAG-AFTRA the strike being over, it's just. I mean, it took like how long did it take? Like 3 months, 4 months.
Felt long.
It's just a lull because like for me, it's just like I said, selfishly, obviously, like it's a good thing for what they got, the deal that they got, and all that. But selfishly, it's like for me, like okay, there's a lot of jobs that were like halted, or a lot of movies. I mean, like sets, shoots. A lot of movies got delayed. Like we could have been watching Dune 2 by last week.
True.
Really,
week? Last week, if it wasn't for the strike, I think last week. I don't know, but if it wasn't for the strike, that we wouldn't have. But anyways. Yeah, I mean, we can kind of get.
Did I get to finish? I don't know what you guys heard of what I said, or
you said your
you guys hear
friend.
anything?
You said your friend was
so
something.
I was talking to my friend about the strike, right? And then he mentioned something like I was like, oh, the strike is part of this big Hollywood conspiracy where they like push this out to like and then resolve it to bring back like attention back to like movies and TVs and stuff. Some like big conspiracy where like they did this on purpose to like reignite the entertainment world.
Well, that would be a shitty thing then because some people lost jobs and stuff.
I know, but
no,
exactly. That's why I'm like, there's no way because like actual people, like writers and like all the small like
everyone's part of the act.
Exactly. Everyone's
like
even
like extras like. Even extras like, hey guys, remember we're pretending to strike. Okay.
So, but that was I just thought that was like pretty funny. I was like, okay,
I mean the stuff like it shouldn't have taken. I don't know how it took like 4 months though. Like it's kind of crazy because like they were hung up on the whole AI thing. I'm thinking like that was
for
one
the
of the
writers. Yeah,
it's no for the actors for them to actually use their stuff AI wise. Like for them to give up their
grabbing
rights
their like giving their faces.
Did you read
and
like all of the? Did they release like what the contracts were?
They didn't specifically
like
give
slightly?
details.
No?
Not yet, but they did come to an agreement to that kind of stuff. Which I mean, it's kind of stupid though because Like
No.
I don't. It probably shouldn't have never even been a conversation because they were basically asking for like for example, if I was in a movie or whatever, like, and they'd be able to use my likeness in other stuff in their whatever, even without a permission of like once I die, even without the permission of my family or estate or whatever. That was what they were fighting for, the studios.
But
And obviously
and there's more to it too, right? Like other than that, there's like other issues like
well, that was
payment,
the
like
biggest hang up.
money. Oh, okay.
That was the
How
biggest
about
hang
like
up.
how about
Obviously
like getting
money.
paid and like insurance, like all those other things, right?
I
Those
think
were
yeah.
factors as well.
right off
Tho-
the bat covered.
Yeah,
Like
those
a lot,
got
yeah,
those
like
got it.
whole lot of spectrums, right? So that's why when you said it takes 4 months, I think it's understandable it would take that long. Striking
Right.
because the logistics and like the paperwork, making sure it's fair, checks and balances,
People have
all
to
those
vote
other
on
things.
it.
Yeah, so I
Right.
think the being it 4 months and it does seem pretty long. I think it was also a necessary thing, just so everyone is equal in terms
Right.
of like studio and actors and actresses. So it's totally understandable. I think the main point is that we're getting promo, like more promo for movies now, because
Yeah.
once I heard the strike was over, like everything was popping up, like, oh, everybody like watch this movie, do this, like things started coming out more. If I
Yeah.
based off what I've noticed, so I was like, dude, this is like good, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of good news that we will, I guess, talk about if we go dive a little bit deeper in the whole SAG thing.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's
interesting.
just my thoughts on like the whole SAG right now.
Yeah. And I'm just glad that
Yeah.
they're finally probably going to get back to filming season 2 of Severance, baby. Let me fucking get that season 2. I've been goddamn waiting. I need a reason to keep my...
waiting.
I've been waiting, dude. You know what's...
It's crazy. Did you see the season 3 for Bear?
Well, yeah, I heard that one got approved. No, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that one's
They
good.
greenlit it. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Finally. And the thing is, like, it's annoying because like a lot of these shows now, it's like there's 2-3 year gaps in between them now. So I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to like yearly gaps? I'm pretty sure The Bear's gonna be out next year, and I'm pretty glad for that.
Not gonna lie though, the year's been going by way too quick. So like,
well, yeah.
sometimes I just like it. It's hard to like wait for it. Be like, oh, I expect it this year, and you just wait a whole another year for it. It's like I feel like we've gone through that cycle over and over.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but either way, I'm just glad we're getting that kind of stuff back up. Deadpool 3 is starting to film again, and we kind of talked about it a little bit last week, didn't we? I thought we did, or was that just in a conversation?
No. Like I think it was just a conversation because like that's one of the news that I was talking about. Like as soon as the SAG award or the SAG strike was over, that was one of the big news. They're starting to film again, right? Or finish the movie. So I was like, oh, shoot, that's good. Yeah.
Finish filming, and it's a good tie-in to stuff that's happened. I mean, obviously. We watched Loki season 2, just finished. The Marvels just came out today. So we can talk about that a little bit. I don't know if we're going to get into spoiler heavy territory because Kyle hasn't really finished Loki season 2. I literally just
on
finished
episode 3.
Oh, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, yeah, I just finished it earlier. Still not caught up with Invincible, but I have finished Loki at least. So we can kind of go into that too a little bit. No spoilers for Kyle unless he just like mutes us. But yeah,
intermission break.
If you had to choose, if we're still on topic on the SAG, which one was one of the biggest news other than what you mentioned that I guess got you excited? Other than what you mentioned, the Deadpool and I guess Severance.
Honestly, not much yet. I mean, nothing really substantial has come out. Like I said, like once we get actual casting news again, then I think that's what will be, because like they've mentioned that they've already casted people for The Last of Us season 2, like for a specific character that I don't know. You won't know him. You won't know her. I mean, Graham, if he's still listening to this, he's definitely gonna know her.
Is it that buff chick that you guys?
It's Abby.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they said they casted her already, but obviously they're just waiting till after the strike to kind of announce that stuff. So I'm waiting for that. And for some reason, I kind of got on the hype train of like having the girl from Gen V, I forgot her name.
Okay.
of her being Abby, because that would be kind of sick. Because she kind of does look like her a little bit. I mean, she's pretty buff too. So I'm like, hey, might as well. I mean, let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you know anything about Last of Us season or just the part 2 of the game?
No,
at least any of you guys?
No, that's why I'm saying like I'm going strictly on whatever I've been seen on Max. So that's my Last of Us knowledge, which is fine. You know, I don't want to play a game right now. We just talked about the whole Spider-Man last podcast, so like I'm still on that Spider-Man hype. But I guess with the whole SAG thing, I think I'm more excited that because Dune is like gonna come out, so we're gonna probably get more promotion from that now that the actors can promote it and stuff. So more Timothy Chalamet like promoting that shit, you know, and Wonka coming out too.
Yeah, Wonka.
So like hella, it's Timothy Chalamet at the end of this.
He was on
saying
SNL.
His name wrong. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but
no, you're saying it good. He was on SNL just recently, and you know how they promote like whoever hosts it, and he was on it, and all of a sudden he was just like Wonka. I was like, oh, sorry, the strike's over. That's why, so I could finally say stuff. That was literally the joke.
That was the monologue, his opening monologue.
The opening monologue. Yeah, I was like
that's what's up.
Like the intro for it. So I was like, okay,
it's like finally, contract. Wonka.
I was like, finally, sorry, we're finally, can finally say stuff. And I think that's kind of why like a lot of stuff like the Marvels just came out this week, but it didn't feel like it was because there wasn't really any marketing from like the actors promoting it or anything like that. I don't know if there was even a premiere.
I'm not sure
Maybe
I'm not sure if you heard like I'll add to that, like the buzz wasn't there. Like they even had to force something in the trailers just to get people excited.
I saw.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
The little X thing?
Oh.
No, like not the X thing, but they had to put like an end credit in the, in the Marvels. Yeah. No, not a character, but just like you'll see it in like one of those trailers, like those ads. You'll see like the mid-credit scene already. Like they added it on just to get people hyped. Because I saw it immediately. I was like, whoa, what the heck?
Well, I saw one where they kind of hovered over like a letter, like the X.
Oh.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, see, so like the things they had to do because of the strike, you know? Yeah. I think that's in part why they, had to like promote it in that way because the actors couldn't.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Oh, and I think another thing too, like on the SAG, I think one of you were telling me, or like I heard from the news that even what's her name, Millie Bobby Brown, like she can't film shit because her Stranger Things contract is preventing her. So now that the strike is over, now Stranger Things 4 is finally gonna come out, right? That's another big news.
I think it's on 5 now, isn't it?
Yeah, or whatever the last final season is. It's like finally gonna come out. So now it's like her way of like finally I can get out of this, Stranger Things contract. Because I know she was saying she was done with it, or that's what I've heard, that she's done filming it because of that tied contract. I don't know. I mean, that's what I heard.
She wants to do other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she was doing other stuff already. I don't know why she's complaining. I mean, I don't know her.
No, maybe it's like bigger roles,
I guess. I mean, didn't she have the Enola Holmes thing though? Like
bigger role.
I mean, that was.
What if she wants an A24 deal?
Dude, she was in Godzilla. Was she not in Godzilla?
No, but maybe there was other opportunities along the way that she could have got, but because of the Stranger Things,
I mean, I guess bite the hand that feeds you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no. I mean, yeah, whatever. Millie Bobby Brown. I forgot that one coming out.
Like, I'm just
Speaking of, I mean, we're kind of going off track. I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
We're talking about the SAG, how the SAG relates to all of these things.
Aaron's really invested in the SAG right now, so.
Okay,
I did my homework.
Well, I don't know if it's really in relation to SAG in any way or like the strike in any way, but Netflix just had a fucking big ass event where all of a sudden all these trailers and featurettes with like actors doing interviews and shit came out. I don't know what event that is, but like apparently... Like, there's a trailer for Avatar. There's a trailer for Yu Yu Hakusho. There's a trailer for some kind of sneak peek into like Umbrella Academy season 4.
Yeah,
some interviews and stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? What is happening right now? Is it because of the strike being over? But I mean, I doubt it. But it is cool to see. that we're getting all that stuff. And yeah, what do you guys think? Like, is there anything that stood out? I mean, obviously, fucking Last Airbender for you fucking nerds.
What, dude?
Oh,
There goes our two audience members, bro.
Hold on.
You just lost them, man. They're gone now
they're gone.
because what you just said,
What
bro.
do you think of the trailer? What do you think of the
It was
trailer?
good. It's good. I like it.
I think it was pretty. It gives homage to the cartoon. You know?
Yeah, it does.
So
for those that watch it.
you feel it. Yeah,
I like
for
how
those who had watched it.
Yeah,
It's there.
I like how Netflix has a big ass budget now. Like if you saw the trailer, it's giving me like the Ring
They've
of
always
Power.
had a big budget. Though.
No, but like Ring of Power, like CGI. Like I was like, damn, this is like nice CGI for Avatar. You know.
That's
so
true.
if One Piece was, I guess I haven't finished it, but if One Piece was a good live action adaptation, through what I've heard, then I'm hoping Avatar would be a good one as well.
Right.
Casting looks sick. Get to see Mr. Kim again
Appa, dude.
as Uncle Iroh. So
Dude,
that's always a
casting
plus.
for that. Like when all their faces popped up, you're like,
yeah,
spot on,
it's
spot
so
on,
spot on. And
I
the
was
good
like,
things
damn.
the good thing is most of them are unknown, which I like.
Yeah.
So
It's
At
like
least
you
the
know
big,
them,
at least
but
the big
then
names, right?
it's-
Or like the big,
Yeah.
the main characters.
Like you
right?
know them, but then like you see them in this role and be like, they can totally kill this role.
Because didn't I see Daniel Day Kim in one of the roles?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
somewhere.
he's
But the thing
dad.
is, yeah, he's a main villain, but like in the series, he doesn't like pop up as much. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
even
he's
though
kind of like
he's
a
star
side.
power, he's not really the star. Like
They're pulling like the Superman thing where it's like surround the main cast.
let me drink that. Let
Yeah,
me
yeah,
drink
well,
to
yeah.
that. When a
What are you
DC
talking
reference,
about?
when a DC reference comes out,
I'm just saying they're surrounding the main cast with like big ass names like
Yeah, I'm
Superman,
just-
Marlon
I'm just-
Brando,
oh,
and all that stuff.
I'm just drinking.
Reeve.
I'm just drinking
Hey,
to a
at the
DC.
end-
Shut the fuck
at
up.
the end of the day, it's the main cast will still be, you know,
Unknown.
judged and
It looks
yeah,
fine.
Like
man.
they will be fine.
Speaking of
It's still
bigger
their
budgets, bigger budgets though. Have you guys watched Code 8, by the way, in any way?
That sounds so familiar.
It's the one with like Stephen
Is it
Amell and
that-
his cousin.
Is it the
It's like
alien
some
one?
It's like electrokinetic thing. They're like he has
The
like some kind of powers.
alien-
No, it's not.
No?
But like
okay, I'm
it's
thinking
like a
of
short.
something
It was a
else.
short film that became a movie, but it was like a low budget movie. Now that it's on Netflix, it's like you see. There's a trailer that just came out for part 2, and it's speaking of higher budget. Like the fucking budget is so much higher now.
Mm.
It's pretty crazy, and I actually like that movie. So I don't know if you guys have checked it out, but it's a pretty underrated one. That one came out. I haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho yet. I'll probably check it out later. Have you guys seen that one?
No, that that one at least I haven't heard of or seen
Okay.
yet. But that's good.
Just waiting for Gojira
Oh yeah, the minus one,
Yeah.
whatever.
-1.
I think Regal's
I thought it
getting
was
it
in-
here,
I thought it
so
was in
I'm
theaters.
excited.
All right, no, not yet.
No, not yet. I think next week, soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, I don't even know. Like, I'm just gonna watch it just to watch. You know.
That's the Japanese one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm interested in seeing that one.
Yeah, we'll probably check that out.
But yeah, that's I guess that's a good not quick, but that's a good summary of what SAG like after the strike. We got a lot of like events that happened or like
Yeah.
videos or releases or promos that came out after the SAG. So a lot of good stuff after the strike is over. You know.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So
I want to see
yeah.
some. Like, imagine the Fantastic Four just being casted all of a sudden. Boom! Here's the cast, people. It's not John
That is-
Krasinski. Sorry.
yeah.
Sad face.
Can you imagine? It's Jeremy Allen White as
As Johnny Storm? Hell yeah.
Johnny
He
Storm,
just
baby.
somehow he
I
just
thought-
somehow is in every. He's the new
This-
Star Boy, right?
No, speaking.
I
No,
wanted
he,
to.
he talked shit about Marvel recently.
Oh no, yeah.
No way.
Have you seen
what?
that? He was like,
No.
"Yeah, I auditioned for Marvel, but I kind of had an attitude about it." So I was telling him, "You know what? Fuck y'all." And then so that's why he's just doing smaller stuff. I mean, honestly,
My guy's
stick
killing
with the
it.
smaller
My guy's
stuff.
killing. Yeah.
I'd rather you do that.
My guy's killing his shit. So.
But honestly, I just want you to play a happy person just once.
no.
Like, please.
No.
I just want to be.
I don't think, man.
What if he does play a happy person and you don't like him?
I'm like, oh fuck, he sucks here.
Yeah, that's why watch maybe go watch
fucking
the one on
unlikable.
Apple TV. The one
I know
that,
you
what did
mentioned,
I
you
say?
mentioned that one.
finger.
the-
I don't want to
he'll
say it
build
wrong. Is it
he'll
tips
build
or
pottery
his
nails?
range.
the pottery nail one.
Yeah, whatever
He'll,
that
he'll,
one
he'll
is.
build his
He seems
his,
happy in
his
that.
character.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see it. I guess. The other trailer did come out. I mean, before we get into the meat and bones of what this episode is, really, this episode's kind of a catch-all for whatever came out, whatever we're watching and stuff. Sorry, Kramer, I saw his comment. He said he's saving New York right now. Okay, whatever. Have fun.
That's all.
I mean, go ahead. You don't have New Game
I
Plus
love
yet,
that
though.
line.
Sorry, man. No New Game Plus yet, though, man. Sorry, I can't do it yet.
I'm okay with you saving New York.
Go for it, dude. No, but you know what you should do? Like I talked to Aaron. I don't know if he's even still listening. Turn off swing assist and turn on fall damage, and let's see if you really are the Spider-Man. Come on, man. But no, there. You guys see the trailer for the Fall Guy? I think I did link it to you guys.
Oh yeah, the Fall Guy. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
For some reason, I thought it was Ryan Reynolds. Like, because I saw Ryan. No, because I saw Ryan, and I was like, oh, David
Oh, yeah,
Leitch.
yeah.
Okay, so because he was literally in Bullet Train, like as a cameo.
Yeah,
It's like, okay,
Oh.
Ryan Reynolds is another fucking movie. And I saw Ryan Gosling. I was like, oh, okay, sweet. There's Emily Blunt and like just Ryan Gosling looking all jacked for some fucking weird reason. Like he looks more jacked here.
It's Knuff, that's why.
It's Knuff. But yeah, that one looks pretty.
Who's gonna put that to waste?
Yeah, that one looks really funny. It looks charming. Apparently it was a TV show that they remade into this. So can't wait for that. Do you guys have any thoughts specifically? Or not really?
It's once I saw the trailer, it gave me like a mix of a Free Guy mixed with Nice Guys.
Nice guys.
Yeah.
They're just it's just kind of a
It's like
it's weird how
it's
you-
like Free
you,
Guy
like, moved them
action.
up.
It's Free Guy action, but Nice
Yeah.
Guy.
His character's
Nice
a
Guy.
little bit
guy,
nice
yeah.
guys. Yeah,
I was like, ooh, I
it
like
is
this.
a little like that. That's what when I was saying, like, I was like,
There's a lot of contrast between like the whole like story and then like what's happening in the background all the time.
yeah. That's why when you were saying like, I like Emily Blunt in these roles, I'm like, dude, I like Ryan Gosling in these roles.
Yeah, like when he plays like not
They're,
a dumb
like, the
character.
quirkiest, like weird
Yeah.
role.
Those
yeah,
are my favorite.
where he could just be out there. Because obviously,
Yeah.
I like him as like the cool. Like if you watch Drive, he doesn't say shit. If you watch Only God Forgives, he has like 2 lines. But like,
and then the moment he decides to say lines, it's the most ridiculous shit possible.
It's
like
so
you know,
funny,
like
dude.
it's so off like it's off banter from him
yeah,
as an actor in like his other roles. So
and I fucking love it. And I'm still like the biggest fan. So I can't wait for that one too. But we should probably get into the very because like whatever the episode's gonna be about, like mostly. We did all watch the Marvels. I literally just came out a couple hours ago. Stars Brie Larson. I mean, who the fuck doesn't know that? But anyways, the Marvels. What do you guys think?
it was okay.
Yeah. It was decent. If just to open it, like I guess I watched it twice already.
Already?
Twice.
Yeah. I watched it by myself on Thursday. Then my brother wanted to watch it, so I was like, "Hey, might as well use the Regal Unlimited. It's free anyway." So
Okay.
I watched it twice, so I have more, I guess, of an in-depth thought, I guess. But
I mean,
it's I still came out saying it's like a decent film.
Yeah.
And again, we'll talk
My-
more
So
about
are we
why.
doing no
and
spoilers,
stuff.
right? No spoilers.
We could do no spoilers in the beginning, and then we
Fair
could
enough. Yeah,
go
yeah.
into
Okay,
it a little
okay.
bit. Because I feel like
Yeah.
we can't. Like, I kind of want to. And honestly, there's not much to spoil except for like the mid-credit scene. If you want to get into that,
To be fair, yeah.
We
No,
could
but even
spoil.
the
There's
mid-credit
no
scene wasn't
end
even-
credit. We could
there was no
spoil it.
end credit. Yeah,
Yeah, we could spoil that, guys. Don't waste
There's
your
no.
time.
There's a
Yeah.
mid-credit scene, but there's no end credit scene.
Yeah, so don't waste your time if you're still here. Don't if and you plan on
Still
watching
here.
it. Don't
Yeah.
don't stay too long.
Well, so I thought it was fine. I do have a little bit of like some gripes with it, and a bunch of other positives that I did like with it. And obviously, I could start with just Kamala as a character.
Yes,
I
did-
Thank you.
I did
No,
dig
no,
her.
no.
Like I dig her a lot, actually, even from the show that she was in. Like I don't know, there's just she was just really cool, and she stood out. Like as out of the 3, she's the one that stood out. So she was kind of the highlight of the film, and her family.
Yes.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Kyle
Oh,
didn't like it.
Yeah, so like I didn't like her at all.
Of
No,
course you did.
I found it her. No, listen, I found it her like annoying to watch, but I was like, it works. Like, it's fine. Like, I wasn't like hating or anything. But I was just like, I wasn't like on board with like, I guess her character in general. But I wasn't like hating on it. I was like, okay, this works. Like, I'm fine with it. Like,
Did you?
whatever.
You didn't watch the Miss Marvel show, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so I guess my hybrid answer for both of y'all is like I did like Kamala in this one, and I preferred this Kamala over the show Kamala.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Okay.
like Kyle said, I did like this Kamala because it fit so well for her to be between the other two lead actresses in this.
The
After
contrast was strong.
watching it twice. So I guess I can start it. The reason why I like Kamala so much in this one, preferably before the TV series, preferably from the TV series, is because I came in thinking, oh man, she's gonna be the fangirl in the TV show, but which she was in this show, or in this movie. And I thought it was gonna give me like a Peter Parker thing, where like, oh, I want all the responsibility, give me the responsibility. But she didn't come swinging in that way. She came in more like, oh, if you need me to do something, I'll do it. Like,
Yeah.
So she was being more of a supportive role to Miss Captain Marvel, which I really enjoyed, because I thought she would be like, oh, I'm gonna show you how good I am as a star. But she was more of a like a six man or a supporting role on a team, which I prefer. And she was that lighthearted girl who didn't see like the dangers of being a hero, so she needed to face the reality of that. See, so like I liked how she came into that, in this movie, as opposed to her in the TV series where she was so flamboyant, like, oh, I can take on the world and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Also,
Jersey
her fight,
City.
her fighting is like pretty sick in this. I gotta admit, like,
it didn't go. That is another positive
I
too.
did have a. Would you say it was a positive? Because I felt like there was a point where like they had the gimmick, right? But I feel like they didn't use the gimmick enough.
I'll explain why. My opinion to that answer.
Yeah.
But go ahead, John.
No, I was gonna say like another positive is probably the whatever fight scenes that they did have with them kind of showcasing their stuff.
Gimmick.
It was pretty cool. It just wasn't in like honestly this movie was a little too short. It was a little too fast.
Yes. No, totally.
Because there was a lot of things that they could have explored with the story. Like especially with this is literally Captain Marvel's second film. And it's her second, like it's probably the only appearance that she's had where she could kind of flesh out her story. And really we didn't really get much of that. Like they talk about like important things that she's done and her being needed, like people needing her to do something, but we don't actually get to see any of that. It's just told to us, so we're just like, and I just don't care because nothing's ever showed to us. Yeah
I know.
I don't know, like and it's if it was like for example, if you switch her off with like an Iron Man type character, right? Like I'm just keeping this as an example where Iron Man was fleshed out in that way. If she was fleshed out in that way as well, and we get to this point in the story, then I could probably accept it a little more. But we haven't even got to that point where we accepted her as like the hero or one of the heroes of the MCU. We're literally just in her second movie. And for right now, I don't give a shit. Like it's just, she's just there.
Yeah.
For someone as powerful as her. So I'm kind of like, whatever. That's why it didn't really hit with me as much. And that's kind of why I liked Kamala's character a little more.
Yeah.
Even Photon or whatever. We didn't even name her yet. I don't know her name.
Professor Marvel.
Professor Marvel, sure.
Spoiler.
I can answer why. So because I watched it twice, I feel like, and I told you this like on the side, like I feel like it's been too Disneyfied. And what I mean by that is like every movie after Avengers Endgame has been becoming an ensemble thing. She-Hulk, we're relying on Daredevil, and Hulk, right? What's another one that came like we can say WandaVision, or not WandaVision, Doctor Strange. It was relying on Scarlet Witch and like all these other things. So what sucks about that one, because I totally agree with you of how like it felt short, it felt fast, and it wasn't really fleshed out. because you got 3 main actresses leading the role. So it's like you have to balance all 3, which sucks because, like you said, you don't get a fleshed out characters. So again, I'm comparing both pre-Endgame and post-Endgame. You barely fleshed out all of them, which kind of sucks. So we even compared it to freaking or I guess a good example that we talked about was Spider-Man 2. How the Peter and Miles thing, like we're glad we have them, but it sucked because it felt fast playing the game. So that's how I saw it. Like with this one too, I was like, how come I feel like I still didn't get a lot of like character development like, about Brie Larson and especially like Carol, especially Professor Marvel. I don't know whatever her name is. What's that? Captain Rambo. Like Captain Rambo felt very, very vital, but she was kind of on the short stick between those 3, in my opinion.
The way they told her story was in the span of when they went back into the memory thing, and that was it. That was that was her entire like backstory.
That's the thing that sucked,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
and you just had to like force yourself to like connect the pieces between like all of them.
Yeah. I felt like they could have done the ensemble thing well. It's not like they can't. It's just the way that it was done and how fast we got to that point. If they stretch this out, maybe like just 20 more minutes, 25 more minutes. It honestly could have been fine, maybe, if they actually had something to do with Carol Danvers' story. I mean, she was the mainstay. Like she was like it's her fucking movie, or like it's literally continuing off the arcs set up a little bit in the first one.
It's a slow roll.
No, to me, I feel like it's like what you said. It's fucking her story. Make it her story, like because I feel like if you took out those 2 and let them like sit for a bit and just make it her. That would have been, I guess, a better story. Because why
we actually cared about her?
Why? Yeah, like what you said. Like, why do we have to throw in these 2 already? You know?
Yeah.
Like it's so fast. Like, and you don't need those 2 because they have the TV series for now. I guess. Like, why'd you toss them like right into the movie? It was good. It was a good for again Kamala. Like it's good seeing her from TV to movie.
Yeah.
But it was just like, damn, so fast kind of thing. So I would have fleshed her out in my opinion a little bit more because that Annihilator story seemed pretty interesting. You know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like stuff that we're just being told. We're not seeing any cool stuff.
A whole planet, like get destroyed.
No, it's not even about that. It's something
I know. Yeah. It adds to adds substance to like
to just her.
Exactly, to the character itself.
Because we're just told, and she's like crying, and I'm like, why are you crying? I don't give a shit. But like like you get it. But it's like whatever. We didn't see any of this stuff.
Yeah, and what sucked is it affected the antagonist, because I didn't really feel for the antagonist as much.
It's another dark elf from Thor 2 again. Whoever the fuck he was.
She had a mission. We knew the mission. She didn't complete the mission. Yeah, and we didn't care.
What was your name again?
I'm being serious, dude.
Like you wanted to care because you understood. I was like, oh shit, like that's a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. But then the way they portrayed it, it was like, yeah, it's not gonna happen anyways. Like,
I know. It's like another. It's like another.
And then the way she went out, it was like so meaningless. Like, and I was like, man, like my biggest gripe about it was like the last 20 minutes was so hard to watch because like the way the script was like rushed through just to hit like all the points. I was like, I don't know if you guys noticed it. Like when they just ran through like the last conversation, like when she like got defeated and stuff, like they ran through the entire story so fast, and then the movie just ended, and I was like, damn,
the movie just felt like a Cliff Notes version of what could have been. That's basically
like thinking out loud, thinking out loud. That whole Captain Marvel like destroying their world kind of thing. That would have been interesting.
That could have been just
like,
one movie.
Imagine
that's like her movie, right?
That would have just been her movie. It ends up the other way where we see her get the freaking bangle,
the bangle.
Yeah. Imagine her like just chasing her, because without Kamala and Captain Rambo, she wouldn't have figured it out, right? No.
Yeah.
But for real though, right? She wouldn't have figured out who's doing this. You know, it would have been a longer movie or like a more like discovery on her end. You know, just trying to figure out who's doing this and what's going on. You know,
there's no build up anymore with this.
Yeah, see, because you got again 3 minds thinking of like who's gonna solve this problem.
I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where I saw this too. Like, I think I don't know if it was one of us or someone mentioned it or I saw it somewhere, and I do agree a lot. The reason why we're not liking the Marvel like shows series right now, or that it feels like there's nothing, is because we're not getting accustomed to any of these new characters. It's not that we need to bring back like Robert Downey or Chris Evans and all that stuff. It's just that we're not getting enough from any of the new characters. Yeah. Like Shang-Chi was probably the closest one.
I was gonna say that because like going back to my whole ensemble thing, Black Panther had to rely on the T'Challa. No, like T'Challa in a way. Like I know it's sad to say, but like it was T'Challa and Shuri. It wasn't just a Shuri kind of movie. Yeah. It's still focused on the previous Avenger. So that's why I was gonna agree to that. Like Shang-Chi is like the only one who was like a solo new character, wasn't relying on any of the past characters.
Yeah, but even then, Shang-Chi is like we haven't seen him yet again. Like one movie and then that's it. At this point, we probably should see him somewhere already. Because nothing feels like it's tying in. I mean, obviously, Loki just happened. But I mean, kind of and not really. You know what I mean?
Bob Iger has a plan. Just he'll figure it out.
No, it's Kevin Feige's problem.
It's Kevin Feige.
He'll figure it out.
But Bob Iger ultimately.
Well, Bob Iger just probably gave Kevin Feige powers back. So I'm pretty sure.
I hope so.
I'm pretty sure there's something there.
I guess another character that was kind of off and is Nick Fury. What do you think of him?
Nick Fury, right?
What do you think of him?
He was off?
Dude, no,
he's Disney-fied.
He didn't give a fuck. It's like he didn't give a fuck about the situation.
He's Disney-fied.
He was just there.
It was just no. I came to the realization. I was like, Samuel L. Jackson is making so much money because he has to be in every movie to connect everything.
I mean, barely though.
Right? No, barely. But it's like he's still an important piece in that process. For them to.
No.
He felt like a watered down version.
He's Disney-fied.
He's a watered down version of the Nick Fury we got in Spider-Man 2. That wasn't even Nick Fury.
Exactly.
For me.
So that's why I'm saying like everything. You can call me like I love old Marvel, but that was best Marvel. But pre-Endgame Nick Fury was always like, what are you gonna do about it? Like he was like so stressed out because his planet is in danger. But this one's like, we got Captain Marvel. We don't need to worry.
Yeah,
like, we're gonna why is he like so chill about it? That's so different from
he's
Nick
tired.
Fury.
He wants to retire. He's like, I'm done with dealing all of this supernatural stuff. So
if he's retired, then why didn't he retire?
I know.
If he retired, why didn't he retire? Why is he still doing it?
He's not. He doesn't feel like the same character to me. Is what he was.
That's the sad.
It doesn't
part.
feel like it. Yeah. I mean, like especially. Like the scenes with him and the family too. Obviously they're funny, but there's some stuff in there where it's like
it feels off.
It doesn't feel like Nick Fury to me.
Yeah,
would you watch a Nick Fury movie?
I don't give a fuck.
Not the shows.
There's literally a Secret Invasion.
We had Secret Invasion. I got bored as shit.
Which also is horror. I didn't even get past 2.
I didn't get past episode 2 either of Secret Invasion. I just saw.
I was like 1. I was like 1 was bad. I was like, okay, but it's 1. Let me check 2, and then 2, and I was like, okay, no.
I just saw Daenerys with a big arm, and that's it. I was like, okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
I think
it was, and the thing, it's like, it's also too like, it wasn't a bad movie. It was just like you already know like what pieces were wrong, and it's like it's so hard to just like kind of accept like, hey, like this is what it's gonna be, or like we're gonna be missing this information, or like like it's out of scope.
Yeah.
So
to me, I think like what we've been covering right now is just it's just character right now. Like most of these characters have changed or haven't been fleshed out as much to really appreciate them.
Just care.
For me, I did like the story. Like if we're just talking about the story like was pretty interesting, but again, it could have been done a little bit better in my opinion.
Yeah. It could have been fleshed out way more.
Yeah.
Like I said, cliff notes of what could have been. It's literally just right there. And I doubt it had anything to do with the strike or stuff. This was well underway before any of that stuff even happened. So, Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Marvel's just kind of at a standstill right now until they get their shit back in order.
They did get their shit in order.
Yeah, for Loki, but like,
Loki.
I feel like Loki is over at this point.
Loki is literally high key.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, but
Dude, it's so good.
Well, let's stay on the Marvels first, real quick. How do we feel about Park Seo-joon?
Man, I want to talk about it if we're hitting spoiler. I want to talk about it for hitting spoiler.
All right. So, okay. Okay.
Send it. Spoiler.
Well, we'll do a little bit of. I don't know if I can put up a graphic here.
Mic.
Oh, there's no. This is a fucking teleprompter. What the fuck? I've never seen this before. But give me a second, folks.
He just starts flashing the screen red.
I know. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out.
But yeah,
whatever,
as soon as I won't go into it unless you guys do. But as soon as they landed and they got on, I was like, "Am I watching a Disney movie?"
Okay, I put it on the stuff. So this is gonna be spoiler territory for the Marvels. This is the 41-minute mark. We could talk about it a little bit and then we'll cut it off in like the next couple of minutes after that.
Okay,
so
sure.
Maybe 5 minutes, whatever.
Cool.
So what were you gonna say? Sorry.
As soon as they stepped on that planet, and you see them start singing, I'm like, this is a fucking Disney movie, dude. This is an enchanted movie, dude. I was like, what the hell is going on?
I thought it was hilarious, but at the same time,
it's Disney.
It was just fucking. It was
my thing. My thing about his role, he was forced to sing in a sense.
I know,
for that role. So I was like,
I mean, do you know him for other things? Do you know him for other things?
Yeah, we know him from other things. The Prince,
okay. A lot of
Korean stuff. Like, he was literally in Parasite.
It was a big deal that he got this role actually in a sense. For,
it is kind of a big deal for him, yeah.
For for the Korean side of things.
He was the best friend in the Parasite. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh,
Aaron. He was like the best friend in the beginning. Yeah, but that was like a cameo for him. I don't know if you watch Itaewon Class or any of the stuff he's been in. Secretary Kim, none of that shit. But
I just think it's so sad how that's the character he had to play in it. I mean,
it was fine. Honestly, he kind of fit the role, cool. Anyways.
He killed his role. He killed his role.
Yeah, I guess it was just I don't know. It was like
for what he was given. Obviously, I mean, it's not like he could control the script or whatever he was given. He did fine. Obviously, his English, I mean, it's how it is, really.
No, I'm fine with that.
No, I was fine with that. I was fine with that.
He's bilingual.
He is bilingual. I know. But no, he was fine too.
I just didn't like how they introduced the planet like that.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing though. That whole situation with her and like the legal stuff with him being technically her husband or whatever. See, that I was like, that's another thing we could have explored somehow, somewhere. But it's just told to us.
Holy cow. That would have been cool.
Maybe this is just me, but I had a huge gripe because she said that planet was 99.67%. Right?
Yeah, water.
Or something. Yeah, okay, but like how big was that island? I felt like
it
was way bigger than I felt like
big.
it was bigger than I felt like it was.
It felt like
big.
It felt like Guam. It felt like if Guam was the only thing on
less
Earth.
than 1% of the Earth, I feel like it should have been.
Yeah, but they were building up.
I mean, think about it.
Building up.
Yeah, think about how big the world is, though.
It was just fair enough. Fair enough.
Could have been a big planet.
Yeah.
So
that was kind of stupid too, though. Like, we're gonna teleport to water or whatever. What the fuck were they saying? I don't know. Whatever they did. But
and then also another big thing was like how this whole time, right? Like you built up to the story to where like about Hala, right? You're like, oh, this, and then there was a point where like Professor
Captain Rambo, Captain Rambo,
she goes, why won't you just use your powers to power up
exactly?
And I was like, why would you like it kind of like ruined the like the plot point, right? Yeah. Like you introduced logic to it so fast, and I was like, man. And then like they went on to going to like doing the other things about it.
Uh-huh.
But I just felt like I wish she didn't like say it like that.
I know. Well, it is what it is, man. I just I don't know. A lot of it, like, it's too rushed. Like the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, the story with Monica, between Monica, is it Monica? Is that the mom?
Captain Rambo? Yeah,
Captain
Monica
Rambo and Carol. Again, stuff that could have been so interesting between the two of them.
Explored, yes.
And it's just one line or one fucking dialogue of conversation, and it's just like that, gone. It's just nothing. That could have been cool too. Not like everything was just like, here's a cool thing, but we're not gonna actually explore anything to you guys.
Yeah,
that's basically what the movie was. There's a lot of missed opportunities that could have been explored, but whatever. I mean, that's
if thinking out loud now and what we're doing, it's like if I had to redo it, I would do what you said of like, her going to Hala and doing that thing, what she did, then her like fighting, going back to Earth, like having some like, I was visiting Earth, but I was watching from afar kind of thing with like Captain Rambo. That would have been cool,
Something.
Yeah, so
right?
there's like some connection, so like there's little notes there that could have been like a better story to tell.
Exactly. And what annoys me too, they show it in the memory. It looks like they're about to address it, and they all just fucking hug, and then that's it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is that?
They did do that.
Oh yeah, like it was so fast.
You were like, okay, like this, and then you're like, oh, okay, and then
exactly.
Like, no, like you didn't even bother. And then
that's what Kamala is for. Because Kamala,
and then it was just hug.
I know,
and I was like, man, you can't.
It helped Kamala's character, man.
Okay, but
it helped Kamala's character because there was so much tension between
cutting,
the two.
They're cutting,
but they, like I said, if it was a different movie, they should have explored the tension between the two.
Yeah, it could have been a whole arc between the two of them, but it was just cut.
It is what it is.
Guess. It is what it is. It's Marvel being Marvel and Kevin Feige not having power. Maybe I don't fucking know. But speaking of power, and this isn't really okay.
Please tell me your segue.
The ending of the movie, though, when it comes to like Captain Photon. Professor
Captain Rambo,
closing up the hole in the space-time continuum.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that coming at all? Like, I thought it would be an alternate reality, obviously, but I didn't think they would head in the direction of like the X-Men. You know what I mean?
I won't lie.
That was kind of that was definitely for me it was a genuine surprise, and It's more so like we all kind of expected it at some point. You just didn't know when or how they were gonna do it, and this is what
they did in the Marvels for Christ's sakes. Like of all the fucking movies to do it.
So unless there's I guess it was. I mean, and also to think that can also could have just been added at the end to kind of make sure. Like, hey, we're making Marvel exciting again, kind of thing.
Maybe.
But I mean, along the storylines in the comics, right? Like, eventually there will be an interaction. So, but it was definitely surprising.
I won't lie. I kind of got spoiled. I saw it on like YouTube, but I did. I chose not to believe it. But I was like,
dang, okay.
But I fucking got spoiled. But I guess what I do have to say, and I told this to Jan on the side. I was like, nah, they're playing with my heart again. They're playing with my heart. Just like how John Krasinski was Reed Richards. They're playing with my heart. Like that's not our beast.
For me, I don't think so. And here's why.
So you think that's our beast?
Hold on. So just something I thought, but like theory wise, like what if they just do everything in Deadpool? Just because they can.
Well, so that's coming up,
right?
Yeah, that's coming up. So
you think that's the plan, though? Like, you think that's the plan?
We'll get into that. Point? Obviously, no. I mean, watch Loki, but
God damn it.
Yeah, man. Watch Loki.
So, I guess I'll get into that a little bit too. First of all, it's cool seeing Kelsey Grammer as the Beast.
Correct.
Again,
Correct.
It was the right person to play him again. I didn't want to see Nicholas Hoult. I'm sorry. I liked you as Beast, but dude, Kelsey Grammer as the Beast too, and it's just his fucking voice right when I heard it, and I was like, holy shit! They actually got the guy from 2006 to play this fucking guy again.
That's true.
Easy.
I mean, he's CGI now, but I was like,
but it looked clean.
It looked so clean.
Oh, no, yeah, it was definitely clean.
Seeing him in that setting where it's like all blue, like, you know, X-Men setting
The
again.
Danger Room.
The danger, yeah, and you could hear the music of the X-Men a little bit. Like, I gotta go back and rewatch it. I don't know if you
were
probably
geeking
caught
out.
It. Yeah, I don't know if you caught it, but like the little music notes of the X-Men was there, but I don't know if it's from the movies or the animated series. I don't remember what I heard, but I knew it was X-Men. But like just seeing that and him hinting at like, oh, I need to give Charles an update. I do feel like it is a little different from the Reed Richards situation, because in the Reed Richards situation, obviously Professor X was also there. Captain Rambeau was there as Captain Marvel. But that was like a situation where they were in an alternate reality where all of them were kind of this like weird, like, I don't know what the fuck they were. What were they again? Like in
Multiverse of Madness? Called the Illuminati.
Yeah, okay, the Illuminati, right? So that was like its own thing, and Reed Richards was just there without like any ties to. Obviously, we wanted him as Reed Richards, John Krasinski. So it was kind of just like a little nod to us, like, hey, here's what you wanted. But obviously, you're not gonna get that. He's too old now. We're not gonna give you a 50-year-old Reed Richards from the get go. That's not gonna happen.
Why?
For this one, I feel like it's a little different because we're being introduced to Beast in a world where we're inputting Captain Rambeau into that world, someone that we know, and she's actually staying there, and it looks like it's actually gonna have an effect on what's gonna happen with her and the overall story of how that's gonna tie in, whatever. So I feel like it is gonna be him still. The question is, who's gonna be Professor X? Who's gonna be the remaining of the X-Men? So that's the part I'm.
Yeah, that was my question to you. So you're saying that's our Beast?
I feel like it is, because like they wouldn't just.
So you're okay with the 50-year-old Beast then?
Because it's Beast.
Than a 50-year-old Reed Richards.
Yeah, because it's Beast. It's different. Plus, he's Professor. Like he looks like he's just like he's not in the field. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like he's on. I mean, he probably is. But either way, CGI, bro.
I know. See, I had a feeling that's your rebuttal. Like, as long as we have his face, like, we still get him CGI, doing tricks and stuff.
I just want to hear his fucking voice because he has a perfect voice for it.
Bro. Krasinski, man. It looks so good.
Yeah, it's whatever.
But I feel like that's understandable. I see where you're coming from of how we got one from our timeline going into a different reality and how it can, like, lead up to something bigger.
Yeah. They're not just going to leave her there to hang,
for sure. But it'll be cool if we can grow our own in our own MCU timeline. Because, you know, eventually. Like they hinted Miss Marvel already in the TV series. Yeah. And it played the song too.
It did. So, that one was the animated series song. This one, I don't remember if it was like the animated series song that they played or hinted at, or it was like the X-Men 2 theme.
But it was cool. Either way, it was cool. After watching it twice, I know it's X-Men. I don't know which one.
I freaked out, bro. I really freaked out. I was like, holy shit. And the Marvels? Yeah.
You had a rude awakening. You're like, oh my god.
Because you didn't fucking expect it. Like, I was going to be like,
100%. You didn't expect it.
You know what's so cool, though? It's seeing him. And if we're still in spoiler territory, then thank you for watching. I really do like how they taught. It looked like the animated series X-Men or Beast. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna get some colorful outfits. I know. We're gonna get some colorful outfits.
Super blue, super square, like
super yellow. Yeah. We're gonna get that Rogue Gambit. Oh my gosh!
It's tying into literally what Kyle mentioned. It is tying in a little bit to Deadpool. We don't know how that's gonna go or what universe that's in. Or
I hope Deadpool's just a shit show where like they just try to break everything, but also make everything make sense again.
Yes, and I feel like
they have the freedom to.
So because the thing is like
freedom. Talking about freedom, watch Loki.
Loki, baby. No
free will, baby. Free will.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I mean, obviously, I don't want I love Hugh Jackman too, but he's already like pushing 50 or 60 maybe, you know. This was
Yeah.
this last run is a cool thing for him to do also, but I
No, it
honestly
wasn't.
For me, a little bit. It is kind of cool to see him with
it's
Deadpool.
not.
It's cool because he's on the fucking suit again. You gotta admit that he has a suit finally.
No, but in Logan, it ended so perfectly.
I know, but dude, it is what it is.
hey, drink to that.
I'll drink to that. You know,
You're just like, I have no explanations. Like, I just guess I gotta.
That's his fourth. It is what it is.
I
If
know.
you were count-
it's still cool though because it's
It
Hugh
is.
Jackman
No, it
going
is.
back to that, and I'm pretty sure. And what I'm hoping for is like they tie this into showing another world, the world that Beast is in, with a different Wolverine, like Zac Efron or some shit. I don't know. I'm just kidding. But like someone.
Are we
No,
tossing
dude.
hats? Are we
No,
tossing
like
Taron.
names into the hat?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Taron. Oh yeah,
Daniel
yeah.
Radcliffe.
I wouldn't. I can see Daniel Radcliffe.
Taron.
I saw that.
Taron would be cool too. No, someone new as Wolverine that's actually like 5'4" or some shit. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Who cares?
Timothy. No.
No.
I just want an X-Men where Cyclops is the leader too, though. I want to see that.
Oh yeah, Taron Egerton
Who-
as
who'd,
Cyclops.
Taron
Who?
Egerton as Cyclops would be
Dude,
cool.
Taron
as-
Egerton.
Taron
Dude,
Egerton?
give me
Okay.
Kingsman Taron Egerton as Cyclops. Woo! Done
That
deal.
would be sick. That would be sick. And who? Walter White, Professor X.
Are we casting our new? Are we casting our new?
Ooh,
X-Men right now?
Walter.
Probably
What-
are.
what?
Holy.
Walter White, Professor X.
Legend.
And then
Who'd Storm be?
dude, wait. What if Walter White was Professor X? And guess who Magneto would be? His name has been thrown in the hat too, or his name has been like thrown in there to be possible Magneto.
Cranston?
No, not Cranston. Fucking Gustavo Fring
Magneto?
as
Um,
Magneto. Gustavo Fring.
No, yeah. I can see it work.
No,
I
but
just
like-
don't know if it's.
Him in the Mandalorian though.
No,
Oh no,
give
100%.
me,
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
give me
It
Michael.
totally works.
Give me Fassbender again, and I'll be happy, dude.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
please.
No,
please
Michael
give me
Fassbender
Older
would be sick.
Fassbender. Come on,
Fassbender
man.
would be
Please
sick.
give me faster, my
Dude, give me McAvoy again. Shoot.
mature,
I'm down.
I know that would be sick.
mature Fassbender would be nuts.
Dude,
I feel like I think he's kind of at that age at this point, isn't he?
exactly. That's what
I
I'm
mean, he's
saying.
still-
Exactly.
Okay,
See?
don't get me wrong. He looks fucking good for his age, but I'm just saying he's pushing that age
He's
where
Michael Fassbender.
it kind of makes sense. Jan said Tuco is Magneto. He's literally just saying it in the. Wait.
Uh,
Oh no,
Who?
Tuco's the.
Tuco. Yeah,
Tuco's
Tuco.
the-
Sorry, Hector died. Sorry, rest in peace.
Go.
Tuco's too goddamn crazy.
Well, I love
Tuco is
Tuco.
Juggernaut, bro. Tuco is
Tuco is
Juggernaut, dude.
Juggernaut. Hell yeah! Like, woo! Dude, come on.
She just goes crazy.
Dude. I don't know. But sorry, I don't know, dude. If you're kind of listening to spoilers, by the way, I mean, I don't know if you care.
Oh no,
my brother,
we've derailed and kind of.
my brother didn't give a shit. He's like, "Hey, what's the mid credit scene?" I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yes, I don't care about this movie." I was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "All right, cool." So I told him, I was like, "What?"
Like, you tell me. No, it's like no, yeah, like especially like I was like
I gave you a double. Are you sure?
I know.
If you said yeah,
I
I'm like,
never-
yes.
the severity of me revealing this information to you has been warned to you twice.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Honestly,
And the thing is like you can't take back the same experience.
I guess to bring it back to the
more-
Marvels. I guess to bring it back to it, there were some good ups and there was good ups and bad downs, I guess.
Yeah.
Bad downs.
Yeah.
I
give
don't
it-
know how to say it.
I'll give it two.
No,
two
that was good goods and what was it? You said good
bad downs.
Good ups.
Good hops.
You
bad
said
bad
good
downs.
ups and bad downs. That's one way.
You
to put
can have
the
a
movie.
good down, like someone dying, like in Logan. That was a good down, technically.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, fair, yeah, okay,
Yeah, see, so
okay.
I'll give it
that's
two and
what
a
I
half
meant.
out of 5 licks.
2.5
2.5 out
Two.
of 5 licks.
I'll
Alright,
give it a
2.
solid 3.
out of 10. Out of 10.
No, it's
Out of 10.
it's
What- what
always
is-
been
what's the
5.
point? It's
You're
just
you're
been
always
5.
changing
I'm
it.
sorry.
Why are you
You're
changing
always
shit,
changing
dude?
it.
It's been 5.
Has it always been 5? Okay,
It's always
sorry.
been 5.
Dude, we never went 10. When did we ever fucking do 10 licks?
See what
I
I'm
don't
saying,
know.
man?
I'm trying to get a
Just
better age.
divide it
Saying,
into 2, bro.
I just don't like the
What are you gonna say?
points.
You're gonna say, oh, out of 10, 4. You literally just said 2
No,
out of
that
5.
was-
The same shit.
And next thing you know, we
There was
change
a-
it to 10. He's like, nah, let's do it out of 20.
No. There was a thing. There was this one episode where I think it was both of you, but like someone said, "Oh, since Aaron gave it a 3, I'm gonna give it a 2.9," and I was like, "You guys just say the
it's
same."
still
like,
it's still in the range though.
I know,
it's under
I know,
3.
but it's just like okay. Anyways, yeah, I'd give it a 2.5.
2.5. Yeah, same thing.
I'll
See?
leave it as 3, just
3?
because
Okay.
I'm more excited for Kamala's character.
Yeah, and I will give it this.
Okay.
It does get me. It's one of the first ones again that actually got me excited for the future, albeit for something totally different from what it's trying to, from what
Would you
is.
change Would you change your score if the end scene wasn't the end scene?
Oh, that is a
No,
good
I
question.
wouldn't, because I'm just going off the movie
Oh.
itself. I'm going off the movie
alright.
itself, not just a.
Hey,
so
but
Jan,
I gotta admit, their costumes were pretty sick.
it was pretty sick.
It was like I was like, damn, this is like hell. Like post Endgame, their costumes have been pretty accurate for the most
Yes.
part, which I really do love. So which
Yeah.
means more costumes
CGI
for
baby. No.
for Halloween.
Oh, see, and we didn't even talk about the new Avengers stuff. But anyways, Jan is mentioning. Jan is mentioning if we talked about the Echo trailer yet. We did talk
we
about it.
did watch
last
our last
week.
episode.
But Aaron or Kyle hasn't talked about it yet. At
Have
all.
you seen
I
it?
mean, have you seen
I
that
saw it,
Echo
yeah,
trailer?
I saw it. I like.
What'd you like?
It's.
What do you
the-
like?
I think how much more gritty and like dark it is.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's what got
Like
you.
the dark reflect. Yes. Yeah. Oddly enough. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
what was I
exactly.
supposed
it's
to
not that. It's the TVMA. It's being
TVMA.
TVMA.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah. So I guess that
We
that
got
kinda
the dark
leads
and
to it.
gritty, but I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the heck? TVMA.
So
Yeah, I
That's
think
okay.
I did kind of mention this last episode too. I guess I'll just bring it up again. Like, I just like the fact that when we see the trailer and we see Wilson Fisk again, it feels like Wilson Fisk from Netflix and not the Wilson Fisk we got from Hawkeye. So I'm excited for that. At least I thought it was really cool, and the fact that we're getting like,
That'd be horrible if we got the one from Hawkeye.
I mean, it's the same one, but obviously it's just presented differently.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck? And here's my thing too. We didn't give a shit about Echo as a character. We never gave a shit about this show coming up. But if this was the first like thing we've seen, like Echo wasn't in Hawkeye, Wilson Fisk wasn't in like there's no like Echo thing ever, and this was the first thing we see of Echo, I would have been so excited. But like obviously it's not. Like we've seen her in Hawkeye and shit. So but obviously it does look really cool, and I'm actually low-key hyped for it. Speaking of low-key hyped.
Horrible.
Man, look at your segment transition. So
I know.
on par today.
I know. We're gonna dive into Loki a little bit. We're gonna try not to spoil it
Super
because
little
some
bit.
asshole that's still in episode 3. But
That should be on your top.
that is on
to
your
watch.
dude. Yeah,
It
what
should
the
be on your
hell?
top.
Why you slacking, bro?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why are you?
Why are you slacking? We ask you to do
It's okay
homework
for
and
work.
shit.
It's okay if it's work. Like I understand. But have you
I
been
mean,
watching
I do
other
have-
stuff? Or no? Like it could be other stuff.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
But you watch Gen V, Invincible.
No.
Invincible's
No.
out, dude.
No. I know.
God damn.
I haven't managed to sit down and
Watch
run
things.
through a
That's
series. Yeah.
totally fine.
No,
I just
it's
thought you
not
were
fine,
watching
bro.
other things. I just thought you were watching other
Oh
things.
no. Show wise, not really. I don't know why.
But Loki's really
Kind
good.
of took a pause. No, I know. I started. I heard Loki was going. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start. Like, at least start on it. But I just never like dedicated another time to be like, okay, let me finish watching it.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
I guess I'll try and say as little as possible.
Oh, what? I mean, you guys can spoil. It's fine.
No.
It's-
Like I think Loki gets me through the week. I'm excited. Like when it's Friday,
It's
I'm
one of
like, yay!
Uh,
Like it's a good starting. Like it's
What
a
the
good
fuck?
starting of Loki.
Sorry. I
Hey,
don't know
thank
what
you, thank you.
that- All of a sudden, that
Thank you.
fucking played.
I thought you did that on purpose because it
No,
was
no,
kind of
no.
on cue, but it was pretty on cue.
No, sorry.
Thank
That
you.
was like,
Uh,
no, I was trying
yeah.
to preview it. My bad.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Loki's a
Okay.
good.
no, I mean
like
based
the
on
past-
season 1, right?
Yeah, past no.
It's
for
like
the
based on
past
season 1,
Yeah,
it was good.
But for the past 6 weeks, it's like I'm excited to like come home and just watch Loki. You know,
yeah, with 6 goddamn episodes again only. Like what the flying fuck, Disney. But yeah, it was really good though. I did say this to Aaron earlier. I was like, I fucking hate how good Jonathan Majors is, because it's like now we don't know how that's gonna go, and obviously with the whole situation with him, it's like, are you even still gonna be in Marvel?
Yeah,
I don't care honestly. Like I just watched for the performance, and he's really good in it. And it would be jarring to just get off that, but at the same time, they set up Loki in a way where, and we can kind of talk about this off stuff because I think you asked me about it. They kind of set it up in a way where they can move on from the Kang thing.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that if you want to talk about it here, or unless it's hitting spoiler. Like I'm just curious. Like, what do you mean by that?
It's a bit of spoilers. I don't know if you want to.
Okay, we can wait it out then.
Yeah, we can wait it out. But they do, and it's like, yeah, they could probably just move off him now. But I mean, it's what I'm saying is it's an easy out if they do move out from him. Like it's not. I'm pretty sure they won't, but like if they decide to because of the whole situation with him, it's an easy out, is what I'm saying, because of the show.
And I guess my other thing to say about Loki without spoiling is it is a good down. In my opinion.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
It is a good down.
And unfortunately, I feel like it's the last season.
Are you telling me Loki died?
It's a series.
I'm just saying it's a good down.
No,
it's a good down.
It's a series. Okay. It feels like the series finale.
Why does a good down have to be a bad thing? You know?
Yeah.
Or like, why does a good down have to be like someone dying? I mean,
exactly.
It's like Guardians of Galaxy. Like Guardians
got resurrected.
No, like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's like a good down too.
But no one died.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Okay.
So what? So I guess what we're saying is, like, there's no more season 3. It doesn't feel like there's going to be a season 3. And I feel like this is kind of the end of the road. As much as I hate it for Tom Hiddleston as Loki, it's kind of like his bow moment.
Farewell.
He's our last, dude.
It feels
our
like
last from. I think he's our last from like
the OG
Endgame.
Yeah.
So it's
not even
sad.
the same Loki variant, you know. We didn't start with this fucking Loki. It's just some random dude we've met in Endgame.
That's true.
Obviously, it's the same character, granted, but either way,
we'll talk about it once you reach it.
Well, once we reach spoiler stuff, we could talk about that. But it is a good performance. Tom Hiddleston is so good, also.
Did he?
That's how you do.
Like, did he produce only? Like,
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But I think the writer was in I don't know if it was a Reddit AMA or some shit. I don't remember, but he did mention like. He was saying like when we envisioned the story, we envisioned it as like a 2-season arc where first season's like the first half of the book. This last episode is like the closing of that book or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. It kind of the way they set it up is like, yeah, it's a bittersweet farewell for Tom Hiddleston as Loki. And I don't want them to kind of go back to that because it was kind of a perfect ending. But I get it if they do. Because of how successful it's been, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I do also want to say like season 2 cast, even though it's the same cast, I prefer season 2 cast over season 1 cast. They both equally did a great job on each season, but for some reason, like season 2 cast felt more, like I want to say it was like. It felt super Loki at the like Loki focused on Loki, like it focused Loki so much, but the cast still had a very important role compared to season 1, if that makes sense.
Speaking of, I literally just saw this, so this just popped up an hour ago. Speaking of the actor strike, Tom Hiddleston finally was able to talk about Loki. He's on the Tonight Show right now, like an hour ago, and it's literally it says Tom Hiddleston's 14-year-long Marvel journey as Loki ends in season 2 finale.
See, damn man, Jan's so excited or sad. He's shaking his camera.
Yeah, sorry, no, I'm shaking my desk, but yeah,
that's how sad you are.
Yeah, no, that kind of, and it does feel like that. So, that kind of does confirm confirm what we're saying. So,
damn,
go watch it. Have fun and
catch up,
cry a little bit
for Kyle and our viewers.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? We'll end on that sad note.
I know.
We'll end on that good down.
Yeah, that good down, technically.
Want to talk about Spider-Man 2 again?
Yeah, do you want to get hit by a Batman combo?
Would you rather be hit by Batman Arkham Knight's combo or a finisher from Spider-Man? That would
Crane.
be the question.
Come on, answer the question.
Yeah, Crane, answer that fucking question. He wouldn't know. Apparently, he never played Arkham Knight, and I didn't even fucking know.
Oh yeah, I thought you. Yeah, you're right.
So Jan's commenting, if they're moving on from Kang, which villain would you like to see replace him?
The obvious, Doctor Doom.
No, I don't want to see that yet.
That's what they. That's every headline.
That's what I'm saying. But like, I want to see
Who
that.
would you choose then?
I don't know. I want to see that with Fantastic Four first, a little bit. I mean, obviously.
Like I'm just saying, like a big baddie,
like the big bad.
Yeah, it would be.
I guess maybe if they go like the Loki route for the first Avengers, I guess.
Yeah,
probably.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I mean, he is powerful enough. That would be cool. But how do you tie in? How would you tie in the?
I don't know if that's just a question. The story, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if I had to choose
if I had to choose, Adam Driver is Doctor Doom. Let's fucking go, baby. How much? Okay, how much you want to bet? Like, because wasn't he like Adam Driver wasn't
tossed into?
No, his name was tossed in the Reed Richards, not Doctor Doom.
Reed
so what
Richards,
if he was Reed
see.
Richards?
No.
You could kind of see. I don't know.
I can see it. I think I can see it.
I'd rather see him as Doctor Doom, dude.
I want to see him as a bad guy.
I like seeing him as a bad guy.
Did you really? Did you like him as Kylo?
In the beginning, sure.
His the way how he carried that character, yeah.
Before they redeemed his ass for killing our hero for some goddamn reason. Like, yeah, sure, kill everyone's hero, but then redeem the guy. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but sure. Let's do that.
He pulled through.
You want to talk shit about Star Wars again? We can go into that.
I was.
No. Is there anything else coming out in the next couple of weeks or months?
Yeah, Trolls.
Or the next before the year's over? I guess Trolls 3, sure.
Wonka
is coming.
I'm coming. I told myself I was gonna I need to make a commitment to watch The Exorcist and
the new Exorcist.
Moon.
That one's okay.
Wait, I thought you watched Killers of the Flower Moon today.
No. I had to bail because
I was gonna ask you. I was like, how many times did you fall asleep in the Killers of the Flower?
I forgot. I booked a haircut at like 2. So then I was like, why is this movie so long? I could have done both.
Are you fucking serious? I thought you did. Dang.
I do want to watch it though. No, I do want to watch it.
No, I do want to watch it too, but
I'm just waiting for it to go online.
Yes, because the thing is, I want to watch a Martin Scorsese movie in the movie theaters, but with the way his fucking lengths are, I'm like, fuck you. I'll watch that.
I need at least one pause.
Like,
I need one pause.
I'll do it piecemeal.
If they did the only Martin Scorsese is if they bring back Wolf of Wall Street in theater, I'm like, oh, for sure, I'm watching it in the theater.
That one was 3 hours, but it was bearable. Like, we could do it.
No, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The pace, like, it just kept going.
I'll watch that for sure.
Yeah,
anything
how long
else?
Was Taxi Driver? No. How long was Taxi Driver? Taxi Driver was short.
That wasn't that long. That's old too. That was before Martin Scorsese became Martin Scorsese.
I know, but
if you know what I mean.
Movie.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. That one's coming out.
I think November and December we're hitting, Oscar territory. So I'm happy to see that. Just to see, So just a lot of that, I guess. We're in that realm right now.
I want the Iron Claw so bad. It's the only thing that's left for the year. I think.
Dune.
Well, no, Dune's next year.
Next year.
That's in March.
March? Yeah, March.
Man, I'm sad.
I told you. That's all we're saying. We could have been watching it by now if it wasn't for the fucking strike.
Fuck, I'm sad now. Never mind.
Dune. See. So it's not Dune.
Time to cancel my Regal subscription then.
Jesus. It's Wonka. We have Wonka. And then we have we kept seeing ads for it earlier. The migration one with the mallards. I know.
Really?
We kept seeing that earlier.
Did you guys see the Wish one?
Yeah, that one looks. Dude, the
Disney
animation looks weird.
Down. Yeah, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do like the Spider-Verse kind of animation, but now it's looking like. No, you know how like they're trying to like devolve it in a sense.
It looks like a blend of 2D backgrounds with 3D like.
That's what I'm saying. That's
models.
Like it's basically like they're trying to do what Puss in Boots did.
Puss in
but
Boots.
like Puss in Boots. Sorry.
No, you
Puss in Boots. But like I guess that's what they were trying to do in a
I
sense.
guess.
But like Disney,
I didn't even
Oh.
watch Puss in Boots.
they said
Apparently
it's, or yeah, it's good, but I didn't care for it.
Did you see the so there's a story out there, speaking of Puss in Boots. There's a story of a guy on LinkedIn that interned for like DreamWorks, and on his resume, apparently on LinkedIn, he put worked on story or some kind of stuff
Spoil it.
for Shrek 5 coming out 2025.
Shrek 5.
And I was like, first off, there's a Shrek 5. Like, yo, let's fucking go, dude. Yeah, no, I think
I heard
it's
that too.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they did tease Shrek again, didn't they? Apparently,
Yeah.
I didn't
But
watch it. But
I
Hunger
want,
Games is coming out. You guys know
I
that?
don't give a shit.
Damn.
but you're a
He's
prequel
giving it a
guy.
shot.
I'm not a prequel guy.
Yes, you are. Don't lie.
What prequel?
You freaking what's his name? Raiders of the Lost Ark thing. Isn't that a prequel?
That's not.
Yes,
That doesn't
technically.
count though, because they.
You just said
Technically,
you're a
no,
No, the
prequel
thing
guy.
is, it's technically a prequel, but they didn't advertise it like it was a fucking prequel.
No, you're a prequel guy. We had
You're
a
talking
podcast
like-
when you said like, "Oh, I like prequels."
I like.
You
no,
literally
What,
said
I don't
it.
say I
what
like.
constitutes a prequel?
Anything before.
No,
That's
I wouldn't say that specifically.
dude. You were
But-
on my side, Kyle. When we said
No. I'm still trying to agree with you, but the way to define it, because like with how
shade.
Indiana Jones is played out, it's weird. But
because
prequel.
Indy Jones was weird.
no,
Because
but
like
the first three are definitely.
the Temple of Doom.
You said it was a prequel.
It was. I mean, the story
So maybe
takes
you'll
place
like
before
this.
the first
I think
one.
there was another one. I don't want to say The Hobbit. I know that's not one, but there was another prequel you agreed upon that like
that one
you
was
liked.
too. No, I think I know what you're saying, but I don't think I said I preferred prequels, or I think I said there's.
I
Some
think it was
prequels
the
that are
conversation
good.
was prequels or sequels. That one of the conversations. Then I think you said like prequels.
I think this was
Oh,
in
yeah.
terms of.
No, we had,
No.
we had,
No. This was in terms of Star Wars when you were saying like, would you want to see another? Wasn't
No,
it?
I felt like I was talking
No,
about
it was in
because I was like
general.
in general because movies have been doing prequels and sequels.
Yeah, and then someone asked a question. You were like, "Oh, would you rather prefer seeing prequels
See?
or would
I
you
was
rather
like, yeah, I
see
think I like
sequels?"
prequels. I'm like, see?
It depends, man.
And, oh no, you can't change your answer. We got
Fuck
podcasts to
you.
prove.
It depends.
We just need a hey, whoever's down
what's
to
a
find
good-
that podcast about the prequels or sequels, like
We'll
thank
give you $100. No, I was kidding. We'll give you
nothing.
nothing
Just thank you for the proof that
Just
he
thank you
prefers prequel.
for just being a listener. For those 14 views in our live stream right now,
There's 14. How many bots is that?
there's 2 concurrent viewers right now. But thank you for watching. Listen to us on Spotify. You know, give us some stuff there. We do put out some polls every now and then, some stupid stuff. But you know, it would definitely help out the channel. We could quadruple our viewerships. Yeah. What are you fucking mouthing over there?
And with that being said,
No,
don't have
well,
this
I wanted to
something else.
ask, well, what do you think of the other trailer that came out, the Kingdom of the Planets, of the whatever
Oh.
the apes?
yes, I forgot.
That's a
Okay,
sequel.
you sounded excited. You go
Then
first.
I'm
the
100%
mocking one is a prequel. So,
I'm
like, what would you
100%
rather?
I'd rather watch the Planet of the fucking Apes. Just saying.
I'm 100% excited. It's just nice to see be in that. It's just more so be like, it's nice to be in that universe again.
Really?
Just because it's I feel like it's a universe thing at this point.
No. You know what I
So-
told Jen? I was like, man, I hope they don't Toy Story 4 this shit. Like, it wasn't needed. We didn't need that. We got a perfect trilogy already.
Well, like, I
That
don't
was
know
a
if it's just-
perfect trilogy. Why are we adding another one? So I hope they don't Toy Story 4. Like, I'm
No, but-
glad we
I know,
have it, but
isn't
we don't need
but,
it.
like, isn't it based on the books? It's still based on the books, is it not?
What? No.
Is
well,
it not on?
It's based on the. Well, it's the original character. You know.
Yeah, see?
Which was Caesar's son.
And you want to know
Oh,
what?
okay. Oh,
This is
okay.
Planets of the Apes is a prequel. Jan likes
Shut the
prequels.
fuck up, dude. That's a reboot, motherfucker. That doesn't count. That's called a reboot. Okay. Nothing ties in to Charlton Heston or whatever over there. It's a,
I'm just
it's
kidding.
a
I don't know if it
different
was me.
story.
Too,
But-
but like
Yeah,
when I
go
saw
ahead.
the trailer in the theaters, right? Like I was like, I was like, I understand it's CGI, but I felt like they CGI'd it a little bit too much.
What do you mean?
No, like
It's
it
the
was no, it was
same.
good. It was good
good.
CGI, but then there were some. No, I'm saying it's good. I don't know. Maybe I just.
I wonder if they're still doing motion capture.
See it.
If
I
Sandy,
hope so.
I don't know if Andy Serkis is in this
I
anymore.
hope so.
Is he?
I hope so.
Oh, maybe because you think it was too CGI because now they're like full on talking.
No,
Yeah, that's it.
Like the fluidity of like conversations and like it's like they had like like they've evolved into like.
But that was
being able
that's the
to-
point though. They're
No, yeah, I know.
evolving
Yeah.
into like whatever the original movies were, which is like
Yeah,
this stuff.
so,
Yeah,
prequel.
So reboot, motherfucker. It's a reboot. Doesn't
Not a
count.
reboot.
Yeah,
It's a
but yeah.
continuation.
Batman Begins is not a prequel. It's a reboot.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Anyways.
find that episode myself and just.
All right, whatever,
Hey,
find
you
it.
guys want to hear
I think
Jan
I
say?
think I think I might have said it, but you're taking it out of context. Is what I'm saying. It's super out of
No.
context. I don't think I said it that way.
Sure.
Fuck you. Whatever.
I'm like, this is what you said.
Whatever.
I like prequels.
Anyways, no, I am excited for that one too. However, it's like I said, Matt Reeves is now doing Batman. We're just gonna have to wait and see how this one does without him. Granted, the first trilogy or the reboot trilogy, the first one was my favorite, and it wasn't even Matt Reeves. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes.
I felt like, again, I'm glad it's here, but I'm okay with 3.
Yeah, just go back and watching it.
I know, but then it's gonna Toy Story 4. Like, I don't need this.
Toy
Yeah,
Story.
but Toy Story 4 though, they needed a Woody happy ending.
No.
They needed Bo Peep
Everyone
back.
got a happy ending
No, they
in
did.
Toy Story 3.
4 is the new 3.
And with that said, thank you for listening to the Spit Talk Podcast. Catch us on our next episode. Follow us on our socials at the Spit Talk Podcast or Spit Talk Podcast. We're on Instagram,
Yay.
Twitter, and TikTok. What? Wait.
What?
Yay.
Oh, yo. For more updates, follow us on our Discord. Once again, we are Aaron, Jan, and Kyle. See you guys. Bye.